Hey guys, Caleb here, and today we're doing a tutorial on how to label lens caps, body caps, and rear lens caps. Lens caps, body caps, and rear lens caps. So there's a lot of different methods out there, and after doing this for 6-ish years, I found a system that just seems to work so much better than what I've been using previously. So to take a closer look, let's go ahead and head over to the bench. Okay, so I want to talk about how to organize all this stuff and how I label caps. Rear lens caps, front lens caps, got some body caps in here, just a bunch of caps. And it's tempting, and I think a lot of us, use the method or have used the method where we put a cap on a lens, and on the lens we either print out or with a piece of gaff tape or something write, whatever this is, Nikon 17 to 35 f2.8. The problem is when you start to accumulate a couple different lenses, you open up that case, and when at the beginning of the shoot, everything looks beautiful. We're very proud of our lens lineup. And then throughout the day, we're switching lenses, we're moving locations, we're putting caps here and there in our pockets, whatever. By the end of the day, end of the shoot, we have to reorganize all our caps, unless you're a really anal guy with lots of time on his hands while shooting. But usually that doesn't happen. It's a mess, it's a pain in the butt, and gets really crazy. So I come up with a better way, I think, to do this and to organize all these caps in a way that's foolproof. Now, the way this works is you need to know what the filter thread is on your lens. So almost all of my lenses I've adapted to 77 millimeters. There's still a few that aren't, but that's okay. And I just kind of learn over time what's what. So let's start with lens caps. So instead of putting the lens name on a lens cap, I end up, let me refocus this, putting the size of the filter. So on this lens cap, it's a 77 millimeter, so it's going to work with this lens just perfectly, right? And the way you can find this out is either check your lens. Another way is to look at the back of the lens cap. So here we have 77 millimeter. So I just put that right there. So now I know this is going to fit almost every single one of my lenses. So you can see a bunch of these have the same thing. Let me find something like this. This is a Canon cap. Canon has different sizes all over the place, but this is for a 50 millimeter, and I know that it's 58 since it says so right there. So boom, 58, that's going to go on this, that, and the other lens. So this is how I've organized it. That's helped me a lot when it comes to lens caps, the front of lens caps. Rear caps, I switch it up a little bit and I put a letter for the brand. So this is a Nikon lens cap. So let me go ahead and cap up this lens. Got my 77 on the front and on the back. I know this is Nikon. Find one with an N on it. And boom, done. Another one here, Canon C, pretty straightforward, right? OM for Olympus. And what else we got here? Thought I had another somewhere in here. I've got some, here's a GH. GH is micro four thirds. I only have GH4s. I don't have any other micro four thirds cameras. So to further simplify it, I just put GH. And FD for FD lenses, so on and so forth. So that's how I deal with rear lens caps, is just make it really straightforward and clear. I think it's a fast way to differentiate between the two without having to look, on these black, hard to read surfaces, especially when you're dealing with a dark situation. If you're shooting and where your case is, it's really dark, that can be a real pain in the butt. So now let's do body caps, same concept. And for Nikon, this is a Nikon cap. I don't have any Nikon bodies, but I use adapters with Nikon rings. So this is a speed booster that goes from micro four thirds to Nikon. I also know that the rear is just like the rear of a lens, and that's for the GH4, so throw a GH on it. Got my GH4 here, GH4 cap. Get on there. Boom, done. So that's how I do body caps. And I just use this stuff. just straight up gaff tape. If you want to make sure no one steals your stuff, you can use a special color that says, hey, this is mine. I usually use green, but for ease of use and readability, I just use white. And then one of these tools for actually getting this stuff written down. Sharpie, or if you're going to do black, you can use a white pen, white pencil, white wax pen like this. And there is, an exception to all of this, and that is if you have cinema primes that are all exactly the same in the way they look, then you might consider having a special label for each of them. But for the most part, my lenses are pretty easy to distinguish from each other. So I'm not going to worry about that. I know this is an 80-200, so yeah, I don't have to label the cap on that. So there you have it. That is how I label my caps. Everybody's a little different though. I just got so tired of mismatching caps and feeling like I had to constantly recap lenses and stuff like that. So that's how I do it. I'd love to hear how you label your caps and any labeling tips really. And if you prefer printers or good old fashioned gaff tape. So let me know in the comments. And as always, you can watch more videos every single Tuesday and Thursday here at DSLR Video Shooter. I'll see you next time.